In this video, we're taking a look at some of the most exciting tactics games coming in 2025. Whether you're into turn-based strategy or real-time challenges, there's something for everyone. Let's dive right in. In Those Who Rule, you lead a group of recruits in a world torn by war. The game is about fighting in tactical turn-based battles. Every move you make matters, so you must position your units carefully to win. You can recruit new allies and train them. Each character can level up, change classes, and get new gear to match your playstyle. Your choices in the game are important. What you decide can change the fate of both your friends and enemies. In Those Who Rule, you'll enjoy challenging battles, growing your characters, and making decisions that affect the world. In Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus II, the ancient Necron leader, Vanguard Nefersha, wakes up after thousands of years and attacks the Adeptus Mechanicus on her tomb world. Magos Dominus Faustinius is sent to stop her, but the war becomes much bigger than anyone thought. You can play as either the Adeptus Mechanicus or the Necrons. Each side has different abilities and units, so you'll need to change your tactics to win. The game also lets you use or destroy terrain in battles to your advantage. You must capture and defend regions, managing your forces and resources to win. The story is written by Ben Counter, and the soundtrack by Guillaume David brings the world of Warhammer 40,000 to life. Next is Warside. You play as powerful commanders, each with special abilities. The game has a story with over 30 missions, set in different places like forests, deserts, and icy areas. You can pick from 14 commanders, each with unique powers, and use more than 30 types of units, like tanks, helicopters, and submarines. There are also special units like snipers and medics for different strategies. You can play with friends or other players online or locally. Next up is Zodiac Legion. In this game, you are the leader of the fallen Zodiac Order. Your goal is to rebuild your group and fight strong enemies. Battles are turn-based, and your knights have special powers to help win. You will explore old ruins, fight dangerous creatures, and face tough choices. The battlefield is fully destructible and changes every time you play. You can also improve your stronghold, learn new spells, and craft powerful items. Even if your knights fall in battle, dark magic can bring them back. The fate of the Zodiac Order is in your hands. Next up is Successor. In this game, each battle gives you many ways to win. The battlefield is like a small world where you can use axes, fire, wild animals, or cliffs to defeat your enemies. You can also control archer towers or place your team in smart positions to get the upper hand. The game mixes real-time strategy with turn-based tactics. You can pause any time to give orders and use special skills right away. Pick one of 3 lords, each with their own style of fighting. But the lord can't fight alone. You need to build a team of heroes, give them strong weapons, and get ready for battle. Each adventure is different. The game makes new kingdoms, biomes, and challenges every time. Use the campaign generator to change the difficulty, unlock new heroes, weapons, and biomes as you play. StarVaders is an upcoming game where you control a mech to defend Earth from alien invaders. It's easy to learn but has deep gameplay with roguelike elements. You can choose from 3 mechs, each with its own playstyle and special pilots. Every pilot has unique abilities and cards that change how you play. A fun part of the game is finding powerful combos. With hundreds of cards, upgrades, and items, you can find ways to beat the aliens in new ways every time. After each playthrough, you unlock new cards, pilots, and enemies, making the game harder each time you play. The game lets you rewind time with chrono tokens. If you make a mistake or want to try a different move, you can go back and change it. With 240 cards, 120 artifacts, and many ways to play, StarVaders has a lot of replay value. There are no microtransactions, just pure deck-building fun. In Project Haven, you lead the Steel Dragons, a group of mercenaries in Haven City. To survive, you take on dangerous jobs, fighting gangs, rival mercenaries, and corrupt government forces. The game is turn-based, but you control your team freely. There are no grids. You can aim wherever you want. You can use cover, sneak past enemies, or even break through walls to get to your target. Each mercenary has their own skills and personality. As they level up, you choose what abilities they get to match your strategy. You also manage weapons, picking the right ammo and adding upgrades like silencers or scopes. You can play alone or with up to 4 players in online co-op. Project Haven has a full story campaign with voice acting and cinematics to bring its dark world to life. In Pathbreakers Roaming Blades, you lead a group of mercenaries and choose your own path. Will you fight for gold, trade for profit, or explore hidden secrets? Hire and train your crew, battle strong enemies on a hex grid, and explore changing dungeons full of treasure and danger. Every playthrough is different, with new challenges and choices. With deep strategy, different story paths, and mod support, Pathbreakers. Roaming Blades lets you shape your own adventure. In Norse, you play as Gunnar, a young warrior. His father is dead, and his people are destroyed by Steinar Farspear. Gunnar wants revenge. You will help him rebuild, find new allies, and fight to take back his honor. You will build a settlement, train warriors, and make important choices. In battles, you must think carefully because each move matters. The story is written by Giles Christian, bringing the Viking world to life. Menace is a turn-based tactical RPG set in a broken system ruled by pirates, corporations, and failing governments. You are the commander of the TCRN Impetus, a strike cruiser, leading a team of marines, mercenaries, and criminals on a mission to bring order to the chaos. As you answer distress calls from different planets, you uncover a hidden alien threat that could destroy the whole system. Your choices will shape the game. Each mission is a series of battles on different planets. You will control infantry, tanks, and mechs, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Use strategies like flanking, suppressing fire, and heavy weapons to defeat enemies. The enemy is tough, sometimes outnumbering you or having better technology. Plus, the alien threat is unpredictable. Your squad leaders have different personalities and stories. Keep them alive and help them grow by giving them promotions and new abilities. If you lose key squad members, it will affect your team's morale and survival. The game offers randomly generated missions and maps, so no two playthroughs are the same. Your decisions will determine the future of the Wayback System. In Mecha Simultactics, players fight in battles where everyone makes their moves at the same time on a grid. Each turn, everyone picks what they want to do, and then it all happens at once. You can play with up to 8 players, either in teams or alone. Choose a mech, each with different skills and ways to play. You can also change your mech's equipment and colors. After the battle, you can watch it again in anime style. You can even edit the replay to make cool battle scenes. The game also lets you create and share your own maps to play on. In Kriegsfront Tactics, you are a commander in an alternate 1970s Southeast Asia during a big war. You lead a squad of mechs on dangerous missions behind enemy lines. Your goal is to survive and complete important tasks that can change the outcome of the war. You must plan carefully and manage your squad, which includes pilots with different skills, stories, and traits. You can customize your mechs by changing their parts and weapons to fit your style of combat. The battles are intense, with mechs fighting in cinematic, action-packed scenes. Each move you make can decide the outcome of the fight. As you explore jungles and face enemies, you'll find hidden events and secrets of the war. Surviving each mission will test your strategy, choices, and ability to keep your team alive. Mars Tactics is a turn-based strategy game set on Mars. You choose a side: the labor rebels who fight with simple weapons, or the powerful capital army, backed by Earth's rich investors. Battles let you destroy the environment, blow up walls, break cover, or call airstrikes to crush enemies. Soldiers improve as they fight. A sniper becomes more accurate, a medic heals faster, and teammates can pass ammo or grenades to each other. Outside battle, you manage the war, control supplies, capture bases, research new technology, and upgrade soldiers with cybernetics. Next on the list is Fight Life Vanguard. In this game, you play as a powerful god who has been betrayed by your apprentice. Your power is fading, but after seeing humans fight bravely against the dark forces, you decide to give them one last chance. You become the commander of a group of adventurers. The world is torn by war, and you lead your squad in turn-based battles through 4 chapters. Your team starts as beginners, but they grow stronger with each battle. You need to plan each move carefully. Your choices will shape the squad and the future of the war. Build up their skills, make smart decisions, and fight to save humanity from the darkness. In Don't Kill Them All, the orcs are in trouble. They are angry and destroying everything around them, even though they only need simple things like food and supplies. They are broke and need help. You are a half-orc who grew up with elves, and you have a plan to save them. You will be their life coach and teach them how to calm down and make better choices. The game is turn-based and has battles on a grid. You need to collect resources, but be careful. Attacking can destroy things you need or hurt other creatures. You will also help the orcs build a camp. In the camp, they can learn hobbies like yoga, baking, or taking care of animals. These hobbies will help them feel better and grow. You'll take some orcs on raids to find resources. The ones who stay behind will focus on taking care of themselves and keeping the camp in balance. In Don't Kill Them All, you will help the orcs learn to control their anger and make better lives for themselves. Next up is Endless Tactics. In this game, you are the leader of a risky mining operation on a faraway planet. Your job is to protect your base from alien creatures while gathering resources. Along the way, you will face dangers like meteor showers and earthquakes. You can also find drop pods and mysterious alien artifacts to help you. To defend your base, you'll use mechs and vehicles to fight off aliens. Sometimes you'll have to make tough choices to keep going until you can escape and get more supplies. You can upgrade your spaceship with better weapons and tools. But be careful. Some upgrades make the game harder. You can choose which planets to explore. Each planet has different challenges, like sandstorms or earthquakes. As you explore, you'll find powerful alien artifacts that can help you, like Skewstone, which lets units move in new ways, or Armageddon, which doubles damage. Stack these artifacts to create strong builds. In Every Day We Fight, the world is frozen by aliens called the Rifters. Only you and a few survivors are not frozen. When you die, everything resets, but you get stronger each time. Your goal is to stop the Rifters. You'll do missions like destroying alien machines, defusing bombs, and fighting enemy troops. You can help civilians along the way, but it might slow you down. Everything you learn in one loop helps you in the next. The combat is turn-based. You must carefully place your fighters, aim well, and use special actions to help your team or stop enemies. Each time you defeat an alien leader, the loop moves forward, bringing you closer to ending the war. As you play, you'll find secrets about the Rifters, discover new weapons, and learn about your fighters. Every time you die, you get a chance to grow stronger and try again. Next up is Dice Gambit. In this game, you control a family of Inquisitors in the city of Neotalis. Your job is to hunt dangerous monsters, but you also have to manage your family and make choices that change your future. In combat, you roll dice to control your characters. You can combine dice to use strong attacks, and you can re-roll dice to get better results. There are over 200 abilities and traits to unlock. You can mix skills from different classes to create the perfect character for your strategy. Build your family by making important decisions, like choosing the right marriage partners and raising heirs with special powers. Your choices will shape your family's future in Neotalis. Explore the city, earn favor with powerful people, and unlock new abilities. Every decision you make will change your path to success. In Deathtower, you play as Icarus, a maintenance worker stuck in a giant tower after an accident. As you go up, each floor has new dangers. If you die, you start over from the bottom. The game mixes stealth and combat. You can use different weapons like melee, guns, and special attacks, but you can't carry them all. You have to pick carefully. The tower is full of secrets. You can hack its systems to help you, like hiding or using bionic creatures to fight for you. Each floor has its own challenges. The deeper you go, the harder it gets. Next up is Deathlock Station, where you place your team and how you plan is very important. Set up your squad before the fight, because your choices decide if you win or lose. Use the environment to help you. Build walls with spikes, set traps, or push enemies into dangerous areas like landmines. Pick a team with different skills and abilities. Give them upgrades like energy shields and time weapons to make them stronger. You'll face tough enemies like Ravagers, tricky renegades, and dangerous aliens. Each fight will make you think fast and adapt. You also need to build and improve your base. Unlock new items, characters, and groups like the Order and PFS. Next up is Dead Weight. In this game, you control a flying ship in a steampunk world. You pick a crew, gather supplies, and explore dangerous islands. Ancient gods have woken up and the world is changing quickly. You must decide whether to fight the gods or learn their forbidden secrets. You'll face turn-based battles on small maps where every move matters. Upgrade your ship and train your crew. With 15 classes and a multi-classing system, you can build a team that fits your style. As you travel the skies, you'll discover ancient ruins and uncharted islands full of dangers. The late game will challenge your survival skills and test how well you can adapt. Next up is Clonizer. In this game, you play as a worker for Clon Po, exploring alien planets and trying to outsmart the aliens to become Employee of the Month. Each mission lets you use a tool called the Clonizer to create clonees. These clonees explore, build, fight, and take control of alien areas. Each planet has different tiles and aliens that change how you play, so you'll need to think fast. You can collect and improve cards from different departments, each with its own way to play. Build a deck that works for you. Every time you play, you will face new planets, enemies, and missions. You can also trade with shopkeepers and deal with rogue clones. As you play, you unlock new cards and spaceships to improve your deck. In Day of the Shell, the world is almost gone, and only a few islands are left. You play as a monster hunter trying to stop the god's anger. Each island has monsters and treasures. You need to survive, find the portal, and move on. As you play, you can collect blessings to become stronger. If you die, you go back to your home island. There, you can upgrade and try again with a new plan. Your goal is to reach the heart of the islands and destroy the shell. Dark Deity 2 happens 25 years after the first game. Varroa has been rebuilt by the Eternal Order, but now a new threat appears. The Holy Asvarelian Empire wants to take Varroa's land, and only the Eternal Order can stop them. You will control the Eternal Delegation, led by Gwyn and Riordian, descendants of Irving. Your choices will help you make allies and build your army. What you decide will change the story, and you can customize your heroes in many ways. The game is about turn-based combat. You have 20 heroes and 45 different classes. Each class has special skills, and you can mix them to make your heroes fight the way you want. As you fight, your heroes can grow closer or drift apart, depending on your decisions. The game will challenge you to decide who to trust in a world divided by factions. In Dark Crown, shadows have taken over your kingdom. You need to fight back. Build your army and deck to take control again. Move your pieces like chess, but use magic to make them stronger. You can play cards to boost their power, but each card adds corruption. Too much corruption can hurt your pieces, so be careful. Every time you play, you can create powerful combos, expand your deck, and add new soldiers. Each run is different, and you can change how you play to fit your style. Fight fast, think smart, and take back your kingdom. Thanks for watching. Which 2025 tactics game are you most excited for? Drop a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates. See you in the next one.